Welcome to the Tech Studios. Dive deep into the world of .NET. This isn't just another boring tutorial. 50 essential .NET interview questions and answers that could land your dream tech job. Whether you're starting out or have some experience, this video gives you the edge. We'll break down each question and answer, making you fluent in .NET lingo. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get this .NET masterclass started. First up, the basics. What exactly is .NET? It's a free cross-platform framework developed by Microsoft, and it's a powerhouse for building a wide variety of applications. From web to mobile, desktop to cloud, .NET has you covered. Now let's break down the engine room. The main components of .NET include CLR, BCL, ASP.NET, ADO.NET, WPF, and more. Time to zoom in on CLR, the Common Language Runtime. Think of it as the virtual machine, the heart of .NET, managing and executing how your programs run. Chapter 4. BCL, the building blocks. Next, we've got BCL, the base class library. This is where you find the essential tools, the fundamental building blocks for your .NET applications. Chapter 5. ASP.NET MVC Web App Framework. ASP.NET MVC is your go-to framework using the Model View Controller design pattern. Chapter 6. JIT Compilation Explained. JIT compilation converts code on the fly, making your applications run smoothly. Chapter 7. Managed versus unmanaged code. Managed code is ruled by CLR, while unmanaged code runs directly on the operating system. Chapter 8. IL, the language of .NET. Decode IL, intermediate language, the secret language of .NET, independent of any CPU. Chapter 9. CTS, defining data types. Let's talk about data types. CTS, the Common Type System, sets the rules for how types are declared, used, and managed in .NET. Chapter 10. CLS, ensuring interoperability. The Common Language Specification ensures different .NET languages work together seamlessly. Chapter 11. Assemblies, building blocks of .NET. Assemblies are the Lego bricks of .NET, containing code, resources, and metadata. Chapter 12. Garbage collection in .NET. Garbage collection in .NET reclaims memory that's no longer needed, like a cleanup crew. Namespaces are all about keeping your code organized, acting as containers for identifiers, classes, and other code elements. Delegates are like messengers, representing references to methods with specific parameters and return types. They allow methods to be passed as arguments. Events are how objects communicate, sending messages to signal that something important has happened in the system. This allows different parts of the application to respond accordingly. ASP.NET, dynamic web apps. Back to web development. ASP.NET is your go-to framework for building dynamic, interactive web applications. Chapter 17. ADO.NET, Data Access Powerhouse. Need to work with databases? ADO.NET is your powerful tool to access and manage data. Web services enable systems to connect, allowing machines to communicate over a network. WCF Service-Oriented Architecture. WCF, or Windows Communication Foundation, is your comprehensive framework for building robust, service-oriented applications. Need to create HTTP services? ASP.NET Web API lets you build services accessible from various clients. MVC, separating concerns. We touched on MVC earlier, but it's worth diving deeper. It's about separating your application into distinct components. Razor is your markup syntax, allowing you to seamlessly embed server-side code directly into your web pages, enhancing functionality. Want to add real-time features to your web apps? SignalR is your go-to library, making it happen seamlessly and efficiently. OWIN, or Open Web Interface for .NET, sets a standard for how .NET web servers and applications communicate. Meet Katana, a set of components designed to help you build and host web applications using the OWIN standard. Entity Framework, Object Relational Mapping. Entity Framework is an ORM simplifying database work by mapping tables to .NET objects. Code first versus database first. Two entity framework approaches. Code first, defining classes first, and database first, starting with an existing database. Link or language integrated query is a game changer for querying data in a type-safe, efficient, and intuitive way. Dapper is your lightweight object mapper, making data access in .NET incredibly fast, efficient, and straightforward for developers. NHibernate is another ORM option for .NET, offering a powerful framework for mapping your objects to relational databases efficiently. Asynchronous programming, non-blocking execution. It allows tasks to run in the background without blocking your main thread. Dependency injection in .NET Core. It is a design pattern that makes your code more modular and easier to maintain. Tasks are the building blocks of asynchronous programming in .NET, representing operations that might take time. Async await are your essential keywords for writing asynchronous code in cPenAir, making it much cleaner, simpler, and easier to understand. Threads are the smallest units of execution within a process, enabling your application to perform multiple tasks simultaneously. A process is an instance of a running program with its own dedicated memory space and resources. It manages its own tasks independently. Parallel programming, unleashing multi-core power. It harnesses multi-core processors, running tasks simultaneously for maximum performance. Plink, parallel link. It applies link to parallel processing, making data operations faster. TPL, the Task Parallel Library. TPL provides APIs that make parallel programming in .NET more accessible. Deadlock. When threads collide. Deadlock is a situation you definitely want to avoid, where two or more threads are stuck, each waiting for the other to release resources. Blazor CSAT in the browser. Blazor revolutionizes web UI, enabling interactive web experiences with CTs instead of JavaScript. Microservices in .NET building small, independent services. Microservices are a way to build applications as a collection of small, independent services that can be developed, tested, and deployed separately. NetCore is a modern cross-platform framework for high-performance applications. Net 5 is the next step in the evolution of .NET, unifying the platform across all application types and devices. MAUI, or .NET Multi-Platform App UI, builds native UIs for mobile and desktop apps using one code base. Xamarin lets you build native mobile apps for iOS, Android, and more, all using your .NET skills. Azure, Microsoft's cloud platform. Azure offers services for building, deploying, and scaling applications. DevOps is a set of practices that brings together software development and IT operations, enhancing collaboration, efficiency, and automation. CI/CD, or continuous integration and continuous deployment, is all about automating the process of integrating code changes and deploying software updates seamlessly. Docker is a platform for packaging and running applications in containers, making deployment smoother, faster, and more efficient. And there you have it, 50.net interview questions and answers ready to level up your tech game. Remember, acing that interview is about more than just memorizing answers. It's about understanding the concepts and showing your passion for .NET. This is your future we're talking about. Hit that like button, subscribe for more tech deep dives, and share this video. From the Tech Studios, keep learning, keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.